birth of the Antichrist, who will emerge to wield great political power across the planet, the premier son of Satan, who will spread terror in the name of peace.
The Blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam declared, every prophet warns his people about the Antichrist, about Dajjal, the false Messiah. And the Prophet Noah warned his people. But I say to you something that none have said before me. The Antichrist sees with one eye, his left eye. He's blind in the right eye. But your Lord is not one eye. Is not one eye.
He went on to say that when Dajjal is released into the world, he would live on earth for 40 days. One day like a year, one day like a month, one day like a week, and the rest of his days like your days. That when Dajjal was in a day which is like a year, Britain was his headquarters. When Britain was the ruling state in the world and the sterling pound was the international currency. And then Dajjal moved to a day which is like a month, and the United States replaced Britain as the ruling state in the world. And the US dollar became the international currency. the new money that Israel will use to enslave mankind.
Between his eyes, on his forehead, is written the word kafir, disbeliever. A mu'min will be able to read it. A mu'min is the one who has accepted the religion, the true religion, but has not only accepted it with the lips, but the truth has entered into the heart. The one who has faith, the mu'min. And so every mu'min will be able to read and recognize this believer, whether that mu'min is literate or illiterate.
Sergeants of the Kafir Brigade, Kafir Brigade, Kafir Brigade, Kafir Brigade.
The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ informed us that Allah will send in the last day this being created by Allah who will impersonate Al-Masih and who will convince them that he is delivering the return of the golden age. If Dajjal is to deceive and get them to be convinced that he is the Messiah, look at what he will have to do. Number one, he will have to liberate the Holy Land. Number two, he'll have to bring Banu Israel back to the Holy Land. Number three, he will have to restore the state of Israel. And number four, he will have to take the state of Israel to that status where it will become the ruling state in the world. And he himself will then have to rule the world from Jerusalem.